what, guys? I had a feeling this was going to happen. The NBA conspiracy theorists might have something to say about this. Draymond Green has been suspended for Game 5 of the NBA Finals for his actions in Game 4, the incident between him and LeBron James. Obviously, the NBA conspiracy theorists will try to say the NBA is trying to extend this series. They don't want the Golden State Warriors to win this series in 5, so they need to kick out Draymond Green for Game 5 to extend this series and make it more interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, guys, but I do know one thing. I think this series is a lot more interesting now that Draymond Green is out for Game 5. It's going to be a battle. Game 5, and if somehow the Cleveland Cavaliers can find a way to win Game 5, we'll be going back to Cleveland for Game 6. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, guys. But we've got a lot to talk about here, and I want you guys in the room right now so we can react to this news live here. Stat Sports on the case because Draymond Green has been suspended for Game 5. I had a feeling this was going to happen, guys. Don't ask me how or don't ask me why, but I had a feeling when I heard the NBA was investigating this that there was going to be some trouble for Draymond Green, because he's gotten away with so much in these playoffs that after enough, eventually he has to be disciplined for his actions. Now, he kicked LeBron in the groin area, and he also had some words for LeBron. LeBron talked about that in his post-game interview, saying that Draymond Green sent something to him that went overboard, went over the line, and as professionals should not be said. Apparently, he was called a particular curse word from Draymond Green. We're not 100% sure which one. I saw a report from someone saying which one it was, but anyway, guys, this is a huge story. This is one of the biggest stories. No doubt about it. For tomorrow's Game 5, we will have no Draymond Green unless they kind of do some appeal situation. But I don't know if the NBA is going to allow that, to be honest with you. I think Draymond Green had this coming. He's done so many dirty things in these playoffs. It's kind of, in my opinion, it's about time he got disciplined for it. So you could be angry if you're a Golden State fan. I definitely understand that. But in my opinion, Draymond Green has had this coming to him for a long time now for his actions in these playoffs, and I'm not really that surprised. What is going on? Why the Kid 2.0? How you doing, buddy? What is your reaction to this breaking news story? Draymond Green has been suspended for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Warriors fans are not going to be happy. He has received a flagrant 1 foul for his actions in Game 4, the incident between him and LeBron James, and he is going to be suspended. Game 5. What a story here, guys. Absolutely insane. Wow, wow, wow. I had a feeling this might happen, but I did not think the NBA was going to act on it. I had a feeling we'd get some type of response of what happened in the last game. You know what? But a flagrant foul. Flagrant foul 1, and he is suspended for this ball game. Very, very interesting, guys. Let's see. What are we? Yeah, 100%. The Cavs are going to have a big advantage going into Game 5 now with no Draymond Green, their star, one of their leaders on that team. It's going to be interesting. I think now, if this stays the way it is right now, I'm going to pick the Cavs in Game 5. And now we've got a more interesting series, no doubt about it, guys. So give me your thoughts down below. It's going to be interesting, no doubt about it. James and Draymond Green had some beef in Game 5. You wondered if the NBA was going to act on it, and in fact, they have done that. So now, what happens in Game 5? I'm going to pick the Cavs in Game 5. I think it'll go back to Cleveland, and we'll take it from there. But it's going to be very, very interesting. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The league had to act on this. There was way too much going on here. Draymond Green, obviously, the whole incident with Steven Adams in the Western Conference Finals, kicking Steven Adams in the groin area, and then also kneeing him 2 straight games. You cannot have that, guys. This was necessary. This needed to be done. Why the Kid? Are you rooting for the Cavaliers or are you rooting for the Warriors? Because if you're a Cavs fan, this has to be a blessing. It really looked like as if the series was completely over, but I think the NBA maybe wants to see if LeBron James can get the job done in the NBA Finals. So we'll see what happens, guys. Story, breaking news here. Stat Sports 1 here on the case. I think that for the NBA, enough was enough, and after a while, after incident after incident after incident, the NBA can an accident by Draymond Green. They needed to act on it. And it really just gives us another story to look at going into Game 5. Gotcha. So, obviously my boy White Kid and many other people, Cleveland Cavaliers fans, and they will be very, very happy that with this ruling here is one of the heart and souls of those Golden State Warriors, man. He really does. So we'll see what happens now in this series. Let's just give me a second. What the betting odds were, how big of favorites the Warriors were in this game, and I want to see how that changes now. Right with this stuff, but hold on, just before I even do that, I'll look at an article here. ESPN. I'm going to read a little bit from an article here from the worldwide leader. Golden State Warriors power forward Draymond Green is suspended for Monday night's Game 5 of the NBA Finals after he was assessed a flagrant foul 1 by the league for his actions in Game 4. The play in question came with less than 3 minutes left in Golden State's 108-97 Game 4 victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday, when Green and LeBron James got tangled. James stepped over Green after the Warriors forward fell to the court, and Green swung his arm and appeared to make contact with James's groin area. James immediately turned around, and the two players went chest to chest as play continued. The flagrant 1 foul gave Green his 4th flagrant foul point of the playoffs and led to the automatic suspension. The cumulative point system is designed to deter flagrant fouls in our game. NBA Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations Kiki Vandeweghe said in a statement, quote, "While Draymond Green's actions in Game 4 do not merit a suspension as a standalone act, the number of flagrant points he has earned triggers a suspension for Game 5. Earlier in the postseason, Green was assessed a flagrant foul and fined $25,000 for kicking Oklahoma City Thunder center Steven Adams between the legs. James received a technical foul for his role in Friday's altercation, the NBA announced. The NBA also announced that Cavaliers coach Tyronn Lue has been fined $25,000 for his public criticism of the officiating after Cleveland's Game 4 loss. The Warriors lead the best-of-7 series 3-1 and going into Game 5. And information from ESPN senior writer Brian Windhurst contributed to this report. Let me know what you guys think about this. What is going on, my dude, Melvin Williams? What is going on, Melvin? What is your reaction to this news here? Draymond Green has been suspended for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Please remind me, what team are you rooting for, Melvin? I believe you're rooting for the Cavs, as is White Kid and as is myself, but it's going to be interesting, guys. The Warriors have only been without Draymond Green once in 2015-16, a 112-110 loss to the Nuggets on January 13th. Steph Curry had 38 points in that contest, but it wasn't enough as they took the loss to the Denver Nuggets. So very, very interesting. The Warriors have really not been out and have really not been without Draymond Green all season. So this is big news. Guys, I'm also doing an Xbox One giveaway. For all you guys who entered my other giveaway, you need to also enter the new giveaway on this channel to keep your spots in the old one. So everyone, if you want to join my Xbox One giveaway, I'm going to leave the link in the description for this video and in this chat here. So if you guys want a free Xbox One, you need to enter this giveaway. It's pretty awesome. It's going to be dope. Armin Ray, what's going on, dude? What do you want me to re-explain? I can do that for you. But anyway, we're talking about Draymond Green has been suspended for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Breaking news story here. Stat Sports has the coverage for you. Draymond Green suspended by the NBA. He punched LeBron in the groin area. Obviously not what you want to see for Draymond Green. These are professionals. You need to conduct yourself in a better manner. And with everything that's happened with Draymond Green, especially in the Western Conference Finals, and now with this incident with LeBron James, the NBA's biggest star, arguably other than Steph Curry, the NBA needed to act on this promptly, and they did just that. So LeBron, obviously not happy with Draymond Green, talked about that in the post-game press conference, and now he is done. What's going on, Dre Smooth? All right, guys, this is the incident. In Game 4 of the NBA Finals, Draymond Green and LeBron James got into an incident. Basically, what happened was LeBron, they kind of just they fell on the floor, and then LeBron walked over. They tripped on each other, and then LeBron walked over Draymond Green, and Draymond Green ended up like hitting LeBron in the groin area. Obviously, LeBron was not happy about that. He took offense to it. They went chest to chest, arguing with one another, and Draymond Green had some choice of words for LeBron James, and he was not happy. He called him a particular curse word or something like that, something that is inappropriate for NBA players to say to one another. LeBron James, obviously not happy. The two were separated. They talked about this in the post-game press conference. LeBron brought it up, how he was not happy with what Draymond Green said to him. And I guess the NBA felt they needed to act. They did an investigation. We heard about this for about a day or two. I had a feeling, guys, the NBA might try to act on this because of everything that the past history of Draymond Green has involved. Enough is enough for the NBA. They needed to take action, and they felt this was a proper punishment, suspending Draymond Green for Game 5 with a flagrant foul 1. Was it done on purpose? That's a good question. I don't 100% know if it was done on purpose, but the words exchanged between LeBron and Draymond Green, with Draymond Green calling LeBron some inappropriate words, and the combination of him hitting LeBron in the groin and then saying these words to him after the fact, the NBA needed to act on this. It was enough what already happened in the Western Conference Finals. It was probably, I don't know, it was probably done on purpose. I don't know if the action was done on purpose, but for sure as hell, he could have controlled what he said to LeBron, and that was not an accident. That was done on purpose. So let me know what you guys think about this. Draymond Green, one of the heart and souls of the Golden State Warriors, besides the Splash Brothers, he plays center for them when they go small ball. Absolutely crazy. And he will be suspended for Game 5. In my opinion, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know if Draymond Green was really trying to be intentional with hitting him in the groin, but the choice of words he said for LeBron after the fact, I think that's what really got him suspended here, guys, because LeBron talked about it in the post-game press conference, how Draymond Green said some how Draymond Green said some disgusting words to him, and he was not someone, he's a family man or whatever. He does not accept that. It was not something that describes him very well. So that's what they decided to do. I think Game 5 is a whole lot more interesting now than it was a couple minutes ago. Yeah, they were talking back and forth, but I don't think LeBron took it to the level that Draymond Green did with the dirty words he said. I'm not 100% sure what he said. You guys can try to look that up. But it's kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you. He hit Steven Adams twice in Games 2 and Game 3 of that series, and he was not suspended. So now, after Game 4 of the NBA Finals, the NBA had to make a stand. Yeah, well, Brian was extremely pissed off. These two were arguing in the middle of play going on. That's how you know it's a huge deal, because LeBron was arguing with Draymond while the ball was still in play, and they were playing and trying to score a basket. So obviously his mind was on other things, not just the game. It's pretty crazy to think about. Let me know what you guys think. Very, very interesting to say the least, guys. Draymond Green has been suspended. Juby2, what is going on, man? You are happy that Draymond Green is suspended. What team are you rooting for? Who are you going for tomorrow night between the Warriors and the Cavaliers? I try to pull up a video here to see what exactly happened. Just give me a second here. Alrighty, guys. Last time I saw LeBron this mat was when he was yelling at his... Oh, yeah, I remember that white kid. That was actually really funny when he was yelling at his mom to sit down. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think Draymond Green's been pretty dirty recently. I'm not gonna lie. So he really did deserve the suspension. If nothing else, he deserves it because he didn't get suspended for his incident with Steven Adams in the Western Conference Finals. I want to hear who you guys think is gonna win Game 5 now with Draymond Green out. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Stat Sports here coming at you guys. I've got an Xbox One giveaway as well. Go to my channel and enter that. If you're new, whether you're new to my channel or not, if you want to keep your spots from the old giveaway, you got to enter the new giveaway just so I know you guys are still watching my videos, keeping active with the channel, and you guys aren't just people that just subscribe and then never look at any of my videos. So the loyal subscribers will be rewarded here with this giveaway, and that's the goal here by making the giveaway on this channel. So anyway, guys, we're talking about Draymond Green for the Golden State Warriors. Very, very interesting situation. I think the Cavs are going to take Game 5, and then Game 6 at Quicken Loans Arena, obviously a must-win game. I already said this. I said that the Cavs had to win this series in 6 to win it. Obviously, now it's impossible for the Cavs to win in 6. They would have to win in 7 at Oracle, and I don't think that's going to happen. So my new prediction, based on the fact that Cleveland cannot win in 6 games, because I said the Cleveland Cavaliers before the series had to win this series in 6 games, or else they had no shot, because they would not steal Game 7 on the road. So the Warriors will win this series in 7 games. That is my prediction. We'll see what happens. I think they'll win Game 5. They'll win Game 6 at home, but unfortunately, LeBron James will lose at Game 7 of the NBA Finals to the Golden State Warriors, and Steph Curry and the boys will prevail once again as defending champions. Why wait till the finals to suspend him? Why not last series? That's a good question. Kiki Vanderway, Vice President of Basketball Operations or something like that for the NBA, he talked about that. He didn't feel that he should have been suspended. He did feel he deserved a technical foul, but not to be suspended. It's a tricky situation. You'd have to ask the NBA why they didn't suspend him. I thought he should have been suspended for that game, but I guess in a way you could argue that the refs didn't. The NBA did not want the referees determining the outcome of the Western Conference Finals because the Warriors wouldn't have come back from that series if they didn't have Draymond Green. No doubt about it. The Oklahoma City Thunder would have won that series. So they did not want just suspending one of their best players and then having the NBA league office deciding who goes to the NBA Finals. That could probably be the argument by the league. They wouldn't say that publicly, but that's probably what they were thinking. And I know a lot of analysts like Stephen A. Smith also made that argument themselves. I think this was coming for Draymond Green. I think eventually enough was enough. The NBA needed to act on this. They needed to punish him for what he did throughout these NBA playoffs, not just in this game here. So that's what I feel. That's how I feel about it. Very, very interesting situation, no doubt about it. Stat Sports here coming at you guys. Talking about this breaking news story. Harmon Ray's got a prediction. He's going with the Cavs in 7. Very, very interesting. I don't know about that, buddy, but we'll see what happens. No doubt about it. Very, very interesting. LeBron James has also been issued a technical foul for physically taunting Green by stepping over him on the court. So that's interesting as well. Yes, man. Yes, this is a 1-game suspension. Basically, what happens is he got his 4th flagrant foul of the playoffs, so he's automatically suspended for 1 game. It's an automatic suspension, and he will not play in Game 5. He will be fine for Game 6, I'm assuming, though, barring some other announcement later on. I mean, it was made clear by the NBA that they were going to review this and make a determination. They were going to investigate. I want to hear from Kiki Vanderway, though. I want to hear what exactly the NBA's thought process was in giving this suspension out, this flagrant foul, and then the ultimate suspension to Draymond Green. I'm sure we'll hear from him at some point. I know he was on ESPN after they didn't suspend him in the last series, so it'll be interesting to hear what happens. Yeah, it is only for Game 5. It's a 1-game suspension. Corey Prince. Nah, man, the NBA ain't rigged. This doesn't look like wrestling at all. I'm not saying the NBA is rigged. I'm basically just saying there are a lot of NBA conspiracy theorists out there. If they believe they want this series to go to 6 or 7 games, they don't want the Warriors winning in 5. So suspending Draymond Green would obviously give the Cleveland Cavaliers a much stronger shot to win this game. But anyway, guys, I want some predictions here. Very true. No rigging if you play dirty. Draymond Green has been extremely dirty, the dirtiest player in these NBA playoffs, and he needed to be punished. That's how I see it. Trey Rogers 504, welcome to the channel, man. I don't recognize you, so if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I'm doing an Xbox One giveaway as well, so feel free to get in on that. Harmon Ray, are you new to my channel as well? I can't remember if you are in any of my chats in the past, but if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I do live streams like this all the time. Just want to get my name out there and have you guys subscribe so you can stay up to date with all my most recent videos. That's what we do here at Stat Sports. They're not going to suspend Draymond Green for 3 games. That's crazy. They would never do that. So this is what I'll say. They needed to suspend him. He had it coming. It's a long time coming. And the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, Harmon Ray. I really appreciate that, buddy. I have 2 other channels as well. I'm doing an Xbox One giveaway. I can put the link in to this chat here if you want to enter. Let me just put that in one more time here. Press on that link if you want to join the giveaway, and you can subscribe to my other channels as well. So you can, no matter what channel I'm streaming on, you'll be good to go. I appreciate that, buddy. But anyway, guys, let's think here. Anything else I want to say? Let's take a look at Draymond Green's stats for a second. 14 points a game, 9.5 rebounds, 1.4 blocks per game, PER of 19.31 in the regular season. In his last 10 games, he's averaged 15 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists, so pretty damn close to a triple-double. His 2015-16 postseason stats for Draymond Green: 15 points per game, 5.9 assists, and 9.7 rebounds. That will not be on the court for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Absolutely crazy. They will not have their man, Draymond Green, for Game 5. Live from Oracle. It's going to be interesting how those Golden State fans react when they don't see Draymond Green on the floor. Yep, Melvin Williams makes a fair point. Draymond Green doing a lot of extracurriculars, you could say, in these NBA playoffs, with hitting Steven Adams in the balls, kicking him, and then the incident with LeBron James. I think if you're going to mess with a player and not want the NBA to react or suspend you, you don't want to mess with the biggest star in the NBA, maybe other than Steph Curry. Some people still think LeBron is number 1 on top. But regardless, one of the top 2 players, you don't want to mess with LeBron James. I don't know why you would think that's a smart idea. Now, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Dwight Kidd brings up Kevin Love. I don't think Kevin Love is really the answer at all for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They need to sit him on the bench because he makes a lot. He's been making a lot of stupid decisions with his decision making in these NBA finals. He's been missing shots. He's not playing very good defense. I think he's hurting the Cavs more than he really is helping them, in my opinion. They need to put him on the bench, and they need to get a guy like Richard Jefferson maybe, or someone like that, or Channing Frye more minutes, guys who have smart basketball IQs, have been there and done that in the NBA playoffs, and can get the job done, because I just don't like what I see from Kevin Love right now. He looks indecisive with the ball. He's making stupid decisions. He's not hitting his shots like he did during the regular season and for much of these playoffs. So I'm just not happy with what I see with Kevin Love, to be honest with you. Obviously, they won. The only game they've won in this series is when Kevin Love wasn't on the floor. So I like their chances without Kevin Love, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of what I'm seeing from Kevin Love. I think it really comes down to the fact that maybe Kevin Love needs to go in the offseason. If LeBron doesn't want him there, I don't know if he really fits this team. There's been a lot of questions over the past 2 years about Kevin Love's fit with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I think these last few games of the series will really decide what happens with Kevin Love going forward. Because I think there's definitely something there between him and LeBron. But yeah, LeBron has to be the superstar we all know him to be. He cannot be passive with the basketball, afraid to take a jump shot. He needs to drop like 30 points in this game if the Warriors, if they wanted to defeat the Warriors and go back home. That's how I see it. He needs to put on a vintage performance, a 2012 Eastern Conference Finals Game 6 versus the Boston Celtics type of performance to really get the job done here and bring this back to the Quicken Loans Arena, home of the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's how I see it, guys. That's what needs to happen here. Stat Sports on the case here, talking a little NBA basketball. Game 5 is tomorrow of the NBA Finals. Draymond Green has been suspended. Kyrie Irving and LeBron James need to be the dynamic duo we all know them to be. They need to get the job done. They both need to score 20 to 25 at least. And they need to get production from J.R. Smith. They need to get production from Channing Frye. Amon Shumpert needs to continue with the superb defense he's been playing in this series. He's been playing pretty well. On the defensive side of the ball, we know he's not the best shooter, but if he can score some points, that'd be an added bonus for the Cleveland Cavaliers. But mainly Kyrie, LeBron, of course, and I want to see J.R. Smith get involved. He needs to get more shots. He needs to get more production because he's really not been doing much in these NBA Finals, and I'm really disappointed with what I've seen from him thus far. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching Stat Sports here. Stat Sports on the Stat Sports 1 channel, talking a little NBA basketball here. Huge story, huge. Draymond Green being suspended for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Lots to discuss here. It really is such a fascinating story to look at because they did not decide to suspend Draymond Green for the Western Conference Finals. I think it was Game 4, but now in the NBA Finals, they decided to lay down the hammer on Draymond Green for his actions. Game 2, Cavs versus Hawks. What happened in that game? I don't exactly remember. Talking about a vintage LeBron performance? Is that what we're talking about? I mean, just the fact they versed the Hawks. Did you really expect any less from LeBron? You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying, buddy. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Just stay in the stream for like a minute. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. We are back. Stat Sports here. We're talking Draymond Green and his big suspension. Oh, yeah. When the Cavs went on fire, having an insane amount of three-pointers. Gotcha, 25 threes. This is the main thing for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James needs to stop being passive. He needs to stop being scared. He needs to have faith in his jump shot, guys. I don't know what is going on with LeBron, but he has been very indecisive with his shooting. He has lost faith in his mid-range jump shot, and we cannot have that in the NBA Finals when the best or the second best player in the world, depending on who you ask, is afraid to take his jump shot, and that's how he really makes his money, guys. Obviously, he's superb with going to the rack and finishing because he's a human freight train coming to the basket. But you can't win an NBA title if you can't shoot the ball. When your best player is afraid to shoot the ball, you're not going to have success, and that's why they're down 3-1 in this series. It's really what it comes down to. Like the video, guys. If you are a fan of my channel and you're enjoying this chat here, just want to get the thumbs up going here. So I would appreciate that, guys. It means a lot. I'm going to turn on the rating so we can see how many people have liked the video. If you like the video, let me know, and you will get a shout out. Same thing if you're a new subscriber and you subscribe to my channel, just say you subscribed and you can get a shout out as well, because I want to give back to you guys, because I appreciate all the support to the channel. I always love talking sports with you guys because you are very supportive. So we've got 4 likes on the video right now, which is pretty awesome. Melvin Williams liked the video, so he gets a shout out. You get a shout out, and you get a shout out, and everybody gets a shout out. if you're a new subscriber and you like the video, you'll get a shout out. And if you like the video, yeah. So let me say that again. If you are a new subscriber, you'll get a shout out, and if you like the video, you'll get a shout out as well. Thank you, Whitey Kid 2.0. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for the support. 6 likes here. I appreciate it. Alrighty. LBJ2401 thinks they'll be fine, though, if Clay and Steph get in fire. Which team are you talking about, LBJ? Talking about the Warriors or talking about the Cavs? Which team's going to be fine? Oh, okay, you're talking about the Warriors. Gotcha. So you think they'll be fine? You think they'll win the game even if Draymond isn't there, if Steph and Clay get hot? How many threes do you think Steph and Clay have to get between the two of them for the not the Yankees? I'm looking at something about Old Timers Day for the Warriors to win. Most Spates, huh? What's going on, Alvin 1988? Are you a new viewer to my channel, Alvin? If you want to subscribe to the channel and you tell me that you subscribe, I will be sure to give you a shout out, buddy. If you want to stay tuned for more videos of mine. I 100% agree with you, Harmon Ray. Clay is completely underrated. He is the reason they are in the NBA Finals right now. If it isn't for his NBA record, I think it was 11 three-pointers in that Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals, they would not be here right now. Curry, you know what? He's a 2-time defending NBA MVP. He's done so well in the regular season and for much of the playoffs, but in the NBA Finals last year as well as this year, he has not been the dominant figure we've seen for so long. So it's definitely a little disappointing. I think Clay is definitely underrated in the sense that he's so valuable to that team, and he's such a lethal shooter. I think he's maybe the best catch and shoot guy we've ever seen in the league, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously Ray Allen can give him a run for his money, but I think Klay Thompson is as good as it gets when it comes from shooting from behind the arc, especially in clutch situations when they need him so bad. Look at Game 6 and Game 7, what he was able to do for the Golden State Warriors. He's the reason they're here right now. Alvin, did you subscribe to the channel, buddy? I can give you a shout out if you did so. Just let me know. I appreciate it. Always trying to get new subscribers and new people watching my videos, because that's how the channel grows, and that's how I continue to do such great work to have these discussions with you guys. Awesome. I appreciate it, Alvin. I appreciate it, buddy. All right, guys. I'm probably going to end it soon. I'm going to end it at 3 o'clock. I think it's pretty fair. Starting to lose some people anyway. So let me know what you guys think. Draymond Green suspended for Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Yeah, I'm just looking at the pictures here. I mean, there's a bunch of different incidents. There's another incident in these finals. I think it was this year where LeBron is going up for the layup and Draymond Green just grabs him in the crotch as well. I don't even remember seeing that. But there's this picture I see in my Twitter feed right now. It's just getting ridiculous. I appreciate it, Melvin Williams, my buddy. I appreciate it, man. That's right. Melvin, did you enter the Xbox One giveaway? Because the giveaway is now on this channel. You gotta, if you want to keep your spots from the old giveaway, you gotta enter this one as well, just so I know that everyone's staying active with the channel. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see your comment, so you're gonna want to do that if you want to stay in the giveaway. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. I can put the link in this chat as well one more time if you guys need that. Oh, awesome! You entered. Just press the link below if you haven't. This is a comment from Alvin. With Draymond suspended, most Bates may fill in just nicely. Both LeBron and Draymond should have just gotten technical as LeBron started this whole issue. I don't know about that, Alvin. I love you, man, but I don't know about that. I think Draymond Green had it coming. He had it coming to him. You can. He's a repeat offender. There's no doubt in my mind. You have to punish Draymond Green. You cannot let him get away with all these different things he's done in these NBA playoffs. Kiki Vandeweghe was nice enough to not suspend him for the Western Conference Finals when they really needed him. Now they're up 3-1 and they'll suspend him. So we'll see what happens, guys. He didn't do anything. Um, I would definitely encourage you to watch the video again. LeBron said he had some words for him. He called him something. He also hit him in the nutsack, in the groin area. What's going on, Sahil Jill? Are you a new viewer to my channel? Be sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all my most recent videos. I would appreciate it. I'm doing an Xbox One giveaway as well if you want to enter that. I think it's really hard to say that it was an accident. I think you could maybe argue that hitting him was an accident, but what he said to LeBron was not an accident. That's kind of how I see it. You can't, his choice of words were definitely chosen for a reason. All right, guys. How is Golden State going to win without Green? Well, in my opinion, I think I think they're kind of screwed for Game 5. I think the Warriors, I mean, the Cavs are going to take Game 5. Then we'll just have to see what he does in Game 6. Warriors won the series in 6 last year, so they can definitely do it again. Sahil, are you a new subscriber, man? Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. So you can stay up to date with everything I'm doing on my channel. If Clay and Steph show up tomorrow, Warriors will be fine. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it comes down to. Steph and Clay got to carry the team tomorrow. There can be no off days. There can be no off games for Steph Curry. He needs to come through, and he needs to do what he's been doing all year long. If the Cavs, if the Warriors want a shot to win Game 5 and take this series in 5, I think it'd be crazy if they won this series in 5, even without Draymond Green. That would really show the value and the just overall talent of this team. And they can come in with their third best player out and still get the job done. Absolutely crazy. Huh. Just give me a second here. Let's see. Very, very interesting. I appreciate it. Why the kid means a lot to me, buddy. I know you had your friend or your brother or someone enter the giveaway that you told them about it, my channel, so I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Alvin is very optimistic about Game 5. Warriors bench did a lot of damage to Cleveland in Game 2. I feel what you're saying there. Personally, I think the the Cavs will win Game 5, and we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, there's definitely a great shot that the Warriors could take this series. They played so well all season long, and they played especially well against this Cleveland Cavaliers team. I really expected a really hard fought with like last year's series, with all the games going down to the wire, but it's been 3 blowouts really. Actually, no, I think all of the games have been blowouts for them. I think, yeah, correct me. I think every single game in this series has basically been a blowout. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okay, your cousin, gotcha, gotcha. I appreciate Harmon Ray you entering the giveaway. That means a lot to me, man. Yeah, they got to play with their backs against the wall. The Cavs are facing elimination. They're on the brink of being eliminated to losing to the Warriors for the second straight year. It's very, very interesting, guys. Stats bullets here. Alrighty. Any other thoughts, guys? Cavs all the way. Wow. Bold, bold, bold. Can the Warriors still go small without Draymond Green? Well, good question, Alvin. Let's take a look at the Golden State Warriors roster. Let's try to see who they could put in the place of Draymond Green. I mean, Harrison Barnes could maybe play the 5. He's not especially tall, but I think he could get the job done. He's not the biggest guy, obviously. He's skinnier than Draymond Green by a lot. But I think he could maybe play that role. I don't know. Let's take a look here. Harrison Barnes is 6'8", so that'd be kind of tough. But yeah, wow, that's crazy to think about. Draymond Green is listed at 6'7", 230, and Harrison Barnes is listed at 6'8", 225. So they're basically the same body type. That's crazy. So yeah, Harrison Barnes could definitely play the 5. He could play the 5 position for the small ball Warriors if they really wanted him to. I think Maurice Spates could have a bigger role, obviously, in this game. I think maybe even Anderson Varejao, the former Cleveland Cavalier, making NBA history as the only player to play for both NBA Finals teams in a single season. 6'11", 273 out of FC Barcelona. He's from Brazil. So he could definitely have a role as well. Yeah, I mean, Harrison Barnes looks pretty skinny, but he's basically the same exact body type. I guess the Warriors page is kind of just like overblowing how big Harrison Barnes is. I don't know if he's really 225 pounds. When Draymond Green is only 230, I don't know about that. Because apparently, according to this, Harrison Barnes is 1 inch taller and 5 pounds less than Draymond Green. I don't know about that because they do not look like the same body type at all. Yep, 100% what a kid. Harrison Barnes is no Draymond Green, but you don't have Draymond Green, so you got to make the most of what you have, the guys you have on your roster. And I think Harrison Barnes has been a pretty damn good player for the Warriors this year. He doesn't give you the exact same production as Draymond Green, but you've got to get that production from somewhere. So that's how I see it. So Draymond Green's suspension will bar him from being at Oracle Arena during Game 5, but he will be allowed in the postgame if Golden State wins. So obviously, the Warriors are to win the title. He'll be able to be there and celebrate with his teammates. So that's good. That'd actually be like torture. That'd actually be the worst thing ever if Draymond Green wasn't allowed to celebrate with his teammates after they won the title, considering how big of a role he's had in that. I mean, that'd be crazy. That would just so not be right at all. That would be torture. Absolutely terrible. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts here. I think I'm going to end it here. I really appreciate you guys all stopping by to talk a little NBA basketball. This breaking news story here is Draymond Green is suspended for Game 5 of the NBA Finals for his incident with LeBron James, kicking him or punching him or whatever you want to say, hitting him in the crotch, and then the choice of words he had for LeBron after the fact. Really appreciate it, guys. Be sure to get in on my Xbox One giveaway. Link's going to be in the chat and in the description of this video. I'm going to put it in the chat one more time. Xbox One giveaway. For the Xbox One giveaway. I appreciate all the support, guys. Love you guys. It really means a lot for you to stop by and talk about this big event with me. Draymond Green gets the job. that was going to be sarcasm. I won't even say it. Draymond Green suspended for Game 5 of the NBA Finals for the incident with LeBron James. I appreciate all the support, guys. Please subscribe to my channel to stay tuned for all my most recent videos. Tristan Thompson's been a great player, but he's got to do more for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They really need him. They need him to get those boards and to overpower Draymond Green. Obviously not in Game 5, but whoever ends up playing the position against Tristan Thompson, he needs to dominate that position. because he's a great player. He's been producing in this series, but he needs to do more. Everyone needs to do better. Everyone needs to make smart decisions and make their shots. The Cleveland Cavaliers are going to be NBA champions because they're down 3-1. They've got a long way to come back from, but they got to take it one game at a time. Thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Peace out. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.